Okay, we need to talk about how DJ Khaled just opted in for the OVO stimulus package, and it's kind of sad. So after his last album flopped, with the only notable tracks being the songs that were released a year and a half prior to the project being fully released, the only ones that made waves, DJ Khaled goes back to the lab and has to call up Drizzy Drake for a feature, of course, because that is the only man that can pull him out of this mess, because he spends all of his budget trying to get these, all-star features, and they never hit because he doesn't know how to do his job correctly. Gone are the days of what are the songs that we know him for?
Like Wild Thoughts?
Fucking him on
Wild Thoughts.
Wild Thoughts.
I feel like
all we do
Thoughts
is
was
win.
his last,
All we do is win.
Yeah.
All the classic posse cuts he was responsible for. Gone are the days. So he calls back Aubrey, says, Aubs, what can you cook up in the kitchen? What can you cut off certified lover boys instead of coming out anytime soon, Playboy? Because I ain't got nothing in the pike. And for a nice check, because Drizzy Drake doesn't do anything for free.
Of course.
Of course, he wouldn't be who he is if he did.
He breaks him off something that didn't make the cut.
He opens the vault.
He opens up the
of
vault.
Throwaways. He opens the vault, which has a trash can inside of it, and pulls out a throwaway.
Has to do is just say, DJ Khaled, and we the best, and another one. He only has to add tags, and now it's his song. Like, that's literally the level of
the bare minimum.
That's literally what he gives to any record these days, ever, really, but these days especially. And it's like, are we keep allowing this?
He convinces these artists to work together. That's really
no.
Do I give DJ Khaled too much credit? Is he not making the beats?
No. He's been clear about that. What are you talking about?
Okay. That's what I was asking. I'm just asking.
Was there a time that he was?
When I'm being shady,
or am I making that up?
When I'm being shady, it's in truth. Like, it's not just. I'm not just saying he's only putting people together on a song for my health. Like, he literally just does that. That's it. He gets the beat. He says this person, this person, this person, and that's how he does it. Like, that's it.
I just don't understand how he's so successful doing that though.
Okay. Imagine like Steve Jobs, right? Like, knows nothing about computers, but just knows how to get the people where they need to be.
Get the people going.
That's like DJ Khaled. He's got the charisma, right? He's got the maybe the little confidence, right? He's got the he was like spinning records back in the day. He's got the connections, right?
So saying he's like a coach in the music industry.
He was there on the ground level too, is the way you got to think about it. He was spinning records back in his day. He was a DJ. DJ Khaled is not a fake term. He was a DJ.
It once applied. Yeah.
Yes, he was spinning records. So keep that in your mind. He was spinning records, not producing beats on a computer. So keep that thought in your mind, right?
Be clear.
Spinning records. So he's there at the ground level. So he meets a young, literally name a famous artist now. He met them when they were young. And he goes, I'm a DJ. And they go, oh, I'm a guy that's going to be really big someday. And he goes, okay, let's be
You
friends.
are forever indebted to me. No.
Yeah. And so DJ Khaled built his contact list to be the most extensive. This man's phone is probably worth millions of dollars. If anyone can get a hold of this man's phone and his contact list, like, honestly, like, Deadass is probably the most, like, special thing about him is his contact.
Probably P. Diddy has a little bit. Probably P. Diddy has a little bit more.
But he's not abusing it like DJ Khaled does.
He's giving email lists. That's what he's giving for me. I'm not really.
He's giving email lists.
I'm not really getting like that. We're up on the texts talking to Khaled. Like, I'm getting. I dropped this zip file in my Gmail entitled "Please Save My Album."
Please,
Aubrey.
Sir Aubrey.
I know that CLB ain't coming within the hour, so break me off a couple tracks that ain't fitting in the classic zeitgeist that you have going on. Just, I don't know what the fuck.
I like your hand motions now in the hourglass. You know, we got dancing hands.
And Aubrey says, add 3 more zeros, and I got you.
No. Before he says that, he says add 3 zeros. He says, now you gotta wait until I get done with this young ting out in London that I just flew out to a baseball field, because that's how I have to flex that I got it. So can we pull over real quick. Why is you're Drake? But Drake almost feels like he has to prove he's Drake to women instead of just sitting on the fact that he's Drake. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, he is a certified lover boy. So I don't understand why you're surprised.
Here's the thing. You know, the second I saw that picture, and the picture I'm referring to is the picture of the helicopter taking the video of him having a dramatic ass date on a baseball field with a private chef literally feet away from them. What is this? What is this?
He recruited that man. He had a full-fledged interview.
I see that video and I say, he's literally just doing this for content for the album. I know it is. I know we will hear that bar.
He needs to be. I had a chef
7 weeks. I promise you. And
he had a chef on the baseball field. Like he'd be just doing shit. That's what Drake's at that point in his
field. Had a chef.
Drake's at that point of his career where he literally will make things happen so that he can rap about them.
He's setting
the scene himself.
I guess to wrap up the DJ Khaled, Captain Save-A-Ho situation we got going on. The reason why I changed the topic is because of how desperate the whole situation is giving. Like, really, like DJ Khaled, like thought he had a couple hits, none of them landed, and that's just that.
Yeah, his last album that popped
wasn't making no noise.
Was with Wild Thoughts, and that's
2018.
Yeah, his last album, the best song came off it was that Lil Durk, Lil Baby song, and I feel like that's even starting to die off now.
And I don't even know what the hell song you're talking about.
Neither, folks.
So you know what? I've probably heard it once or twice, and I bet it's in circulation to an extent. But it's not getting the plays on the radio like Wild Thoughts was. That shit had us down for years. I was still hearing that in 2019.
Wrap it up, Khaled. Wrap it up.
The career is over.
It's just
like how did he miss on that album? Like literally so many collaborations and literally not one is sticking.
He's still pulling in the new artists too. It's not even like
he's not really doing that. He's not really doing that.
He had some new newbies on that though, right?
Yeah, he had her on there.
Her's a newbie?
As of this year's our standards, I would say yeah. Like she's only been in the game for like, a year or two.
When did she get her Grammy?
We
should know this, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So well.
Okay, well what?
Here's the thing. I never saw Khaled as somebody that like cultivates new artists. Here's the thing. I think that it's kind of a wrap for like Khaled era like bops anyway. He can prove me wrong, but he hasn't. That's the thing, he hasn't.
And he probably
so it's just getting kind of tired. Like the formula's old, and even if the formula isn't old, it's like he could have been really good at doing the puzzle piece of like, putting the puzzle together, like finding the right beat, making the hit, putting the artist together. Like that could really be his lane. And I wouldn't even judge him too harshly if like every time Khaled did this, it was going to land. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he's there for, right? Like if he was just known to be like, no, I am the puzzle master. Like I know how to do this.
And he's done that. He's proved that he can do that.
But it's very much giving like I put Rihanna on a track and it's gonna go number one.
Like Rihanna on a track. Calvin Harris is the same thing.
It's starting to reach that.
Well, Calvin Harris makes music though. Like that's not he
produces the beats. He actually makes the songs. Yeah.
Like that's not even fair to be bringing up Calvin Harris making the bops now. It's not.
That's true. Calvin Harris to be going.
Yeah, which actually the collab, honestly, on that same album with Wild Thoughts, there's a collab of DJ Khaled and Calvin Harris, and Calvin Harris clearly made the beat. However, I think he made that beat, and DJ Khaled, he was the one that was like, I'm gonna get Travis Scott and Jeremiah on this song, and it's gonna be good, and it was good. It was a good song, but like. That's all he did. So, like, how much credit do you want to give this man? That it's his, So I get where you're coming from with that, and I feel like he's just kind of starting to fall flat. I think he feels like he doesn't need to do too much to get a return. Whereas now, after this most recent album came out,
he might need to.
Yeah, he might really need to.
He might start to.
I know his formula,
which is good. That means that the next DJ Khaled album, I feel like he'll see the failure of this one. So I feel like I'm hoping that he'll come even harder. But the next one we'll get some really unique collaborations that could be the next Wild Thoughts, or maybe he'll go back to his all we do is win vibes. I don't like DJ Khaled.
He'll go harder by hitting them numbers on the phone. Hey, who else can save me?
Who can save me today? Please, please. I got the next big thing.
Remember that one time in 2003, I did something for you. You gotta get me on the track.
What does DJ Khaled going any harder? What does that look like? Like
him trying. He just has to try.
Try doing what?
Try to make a very
come up with a new ad lib.
Yes. I mean, honestly, that honestly is what he was saying for an album, was just his ad libs that were really random and unnecessary, like the keep going, like things like that that like became memes. But like
it's quiet. It's quiet for Khaled.
It's quiet for Khaled.
It's quiet.